Are you looking for a build to make your current meta build even better? Well, let me say something. Destiny 2 Act 2 of Hersey has finally arrived, and there has been some big changes to make the Bolt Arc Titan build just better than it ever could be. I mean, first of all, if you don't like trace rifles, my goal is to convince you to finally start using them after this, because look at how fast I'm getting my tower barricade, look at how fast I'm getting my bolt charges, and look at how much damage I'm doing. I'm just beaming with 3 different shields, 4 different shields, bolt charging everything. That guy dies right away without even barely doing shit to him. And before you think, oh, it's only good for ad clear, well, you can see right here how easy I'm making it look. An expert Court of the Blades, the new mode introduced in Act 2 with the subjugator right in front of me, and he gets absolutely annihilated. Boom, boom, boom. Absolutely crazy. And so as a result, guys, I'm here to give you the best Titan build right now in my opinion, and the most fun. Rather than using something like Le Monarch, try a trace rifle. So if you're ready to see how this build plays out and want to literally just overtake every activity, not just the new one, this is literally for everything, and I will show you how, then please support me by subscribing and liking the video and commenting something, or just giving feedback in general. I give back to my viewers as I'm just trying to build up, and I do this for the passion of the game. Let's get right into the video. So starting off, we have some new artifact perks. We got a absolutely new row, and the first one is Be Medic, which trace rifles, as you can see right here, give you a burst of healing after every kill, which is absolutely crazy. And then Elemental Siphon, rapid final blows with a kinetic weapon will give you some elemental pickups. So we're using an arc trace rifle right here, and as you can see, you get some elemental pickups right there. Harsh refraction, where trace rifles simply just do more damage because they're matching the elemental type. And this also applies to our microcosm, which we'll be getting into the weapon shortly, just bear with me here. But we're using 2 trace rifles, and both of them have this buff, with the microcosm having 20%, and the other secret weapon, but a new one, as you can see, having 35%. And then one of the best that everyone should be using is Limit Break, which literally just says your super does more damage, and this is just gonna make everything so much better by pairing it with DPS based exotics as well. So yeah, this gives the build a whole bunch of options, and it lets you have an absolute fantastic time playing the game, which is the goal. I mean, just look right here, subjugator, melted, that's just all the artifacts in motion. And the secret weapon that we've been waiting for is the new trace rifle in Guardian games. I don't want to get flamed for pronouncing it, but the main perk you want is jolting feedback. And in the third column, I have triple tap there, but you essentially would want anything like overflow, which I did end up getting after, or Eddie's current. Now if you feel like you want more faster bolt charge stacks than I already demonstrated in the beginning of this video, because you have like 3-4 rally barricades going on, then you could also go for this roll right here, as I'm showing right here on the left hand side. But yeah, that's just an idea. But the main thing that's making the barricades come is the origin trait Classy Encounter, which is getting kills speeds up your class ability charge rate. And look, I'm literally playing Expert Rushdown, which is another new activity in Guardian games, and I'm getting it back super fast. But moving on to the abilities, aspects, and fragments. Obviously, we're using Thundercrash here. Fragments, we got Spark of Resistance, of course, while surrounded, more resistant. Spark of Frequency, melee, increases your equipped weapon's reload speed, while amplified, it also gives stacks of bolt charge. We need that. Spark of Shock, your arc grenades jolts targets, pairing with our jolting feedback on our weapon, absolute shocker. And then, no pun intended by the way, and then Spark of Focus, which could be swapped out with Spark of Ions, which I would actually want you to do instead, and I end up equipping it here because defeating a jolted target or defeating a target with a bolt charge generates ionic traces. Ionic traces simply just help you be even greater than you already are. And once again, just demonstrating here, I was doing some expert rush down, soloing it without a breeze. Got my rally barricade to literally save me in every occasion. But you can be super aggressive with this build, and that's the reason why it's so great. It's like you don't have to play like an absolute bitch. just literally say it, and you can beam. Like, my favorite part is literally pulling out the trace rifle and just shooting it. It gives it such a good feeling knowing that you're jolting, you have bolt charges, you're amplified, you have a bunch of rally barricades, so many stacks, so many buffs. Bungie, good job with Act 2. Thank you so much. That's literally what I want to say without the glaze. But yeah, it helps so much because you're getting healing too from just using trace rifles. You know, you're getting healed. It's really hard to die. Soloing all these things in a group, you're healing yourself and your allies, and your melee like that will also give you your health back and your melee back, which is gonna tell you exactly what we're using with our exotic piece. But yes, there's so many ways to regenerate your health here. Boom, thunderclap, that's gonna be your melee, and it's thanks to Skull Fort. Like I said, a lot of you already know about this build because it's been the meta, but I'm just going through it anyways for those of you that want to know. For our aspects, we're using Knockout, which helps us with melee attacks, increasing melee range and damage for a short time, and then the new aspect introduced in this episode, which is Storm's Keep, allowing us to get bolt charges behind our barricade. Yep, everybody already pretty much knows this, just pointing it out for the new players. But now let's talk about the weapon loadout, and the only loadout that you're going to need for this. Tenacious Mastery, definitely believe you should use it. And yes, we're doing a double special ammo loadout. Chill Clip is going to allow you to stun pretty much everything, and it's going to allow you to stun barrier, don't forget that. Then the new trace rifle, and then we have the microcosm, the absolute goat of DPS with all these artifact freaks. You guys seen in those clips, subjugators have no chance, any other bosses have no chances at all. And yes, even though the Nightfall this week is an absolute pain in the butt, it's still pretty good. And if I wanted to solo flawless this completely, I could have. As you can see right here, I'm like barely even trying. I'm just playing behind my towering barricade, and microcosm, boom. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I get bursts of healing right there because of the artifact perk, and that is literally why this build is just even better than it ever was. And I'm definitely having so much fun using trace rifles. Like, once again, you're gonna see here, I was weak, and then I kill, and then I get my health back again. Boom, I'm just getting constant health back for getting kills. For our mods, we're using hands-on and special ammo finder because we're running 2 specials. That's for the helmet. Moving on to the gauntlets, we got heavy-handed, double heavy-handed. It's gonna help with super energy and stuff. Then we have our resistance mods, and we have arc reserve, so we can carry more trace rifle ammo. And then for our leggings, we have arc weapon surge, arc scavenger, and innervation. Then we have our class item reaper bomber, powerful attraction. And yes, that is pretty much it, guys. I wanted to make it a quick one, kind of showcasing the weapon itself and why it's S tier. The new Guardian Games weapon makes this so much better with the origin trait. Like I said, you're getting your tower and barricade better, and then we have our healing from getting kills. We're getting more damages, more elemental pickups, we're getting ionic traces, and no one in any activity literally stands a chance. And that's why I love this so much. So this is gonna help you dominate, especially in Court of Blades. I see a lot of the bosses are subjugators and stuff, and that's where it shines even more. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, support me as you may, and see you later.